Hey, thanks for tuning in today. I have just had a delightful coffee and brunch, although I'm a bit on a sugar high with the cinnamon roll that I had with it's a delightful Jade Miller. Jade, great to have you here.
Thank you for having me and thanks for hanging out.
So much fun hanging out. It's been a while, and when you catch up with a friend, you can always talk about what's been happening, but we really kind of diverted the conversation to what's next. What is next for you?
Yeah, so I have been pontificating ideas, such a great word, and I really enjoy talking with you, Leanne, because we get to bounce ideas around and explore what we explore is how do you deal with an idea, because both of us have loads of ideas, so what do you do with them? So yeah, we talked about a few different things about how to validate your ideas, because there's plenty. So yeah, we had 3 things. One was talking about your idea with people. So like we've done today, have a chat, get some validation, which is always feels good that you've got you've got something to work with. The other thing is to...
Simple?
Oh yes, keeping it simple. Not rambling on too much, keep it simple. So simple ideas really land, and we talked a bit about Mel Robbins' let them theory and how that is just like a 2-word sentence, how simple that is, and she's just off the charts with that book and that stuff. So simple.
Just pause you there, because what I said to Jade was, when I heard about let them, I remember it's basically, there's a chapter in The Courage to be Disliked, which is the separation of tasks. So basically saying it's up to you to decide how you feel, and you separate that task. You can't influence how someone else feels. Let them make up their own mind. And basically Mel's taken that chapter and put a beautiful 2-word title against it and just gone gangbusters. And we're like, I guess our reaction was, oh my gosh, it's so simple and easy. Maybe we just repackage stuff. But it was also like in awe of what she's done and how it's generated so much attention.
Yeah. She is particularly good at making things very simple and accessible for people, and I really admire that about her. I think, let them is a really good example of that. And the third thing that we talked about ideas was, it's great to have an idea, but what problem does it solve? Like when you think about who your idea is going to target, who is it for, and what is keeping them up at night? What are they lying awake thinking about? What do they wake up in the morning and go, what am I needing? What problem do I have at work? What problem do I have in my life? Like, that's where you want to be targeting your ideas and shaping your ideas to help people to solve a problem.
That's all business really is. People pay for you to solve their problem. And it's any pain point. And so 2 things that stand out for me on that. One, Jenny Blake, I don't know where she got this idea or if it's hers, but she always talked about, in the context of books, a book prescription. So for my first book, it was like, oh my gosh, I've got to run a lunch and learn in 2 weeks. So someone's like, here, you should read the 2-hour workshop blueprint to solve that. And as I'm thinking about my next thing, I've got so many sort of sub-ideas, but what is the main problem to solve? I don't know. And the second thing is Noah Kagan's book, $1 Million Weekend, which I'm reading right now, which is fantastic. And we talked about validation before. And the real validation is someone going to pay? Will they give you a credit card? And because it's easy for anyone to say, oh, that's a great idea. It's like, well, will you pay me for it? It's the ultimate validation, and it kind of sucks sometimes that that's it.
Yeah, I think there's plenty of ideas that are self-serving and that I just want to do because it's great fun. But is it going to make any money? I don't know. We talked about events, and events are so much. There's so much to put into creating an event and getting people there and having a good hook and a good reason for people to come. It comes back to solving a problem. What are you helping people with?
Yeah.
What do they really want?
Yeah, and there's a discussion there around because people always say, oh, we're here for we want connection, but it's that's not the leader. I've discovered that in any sort of event that I run, it's not the thing that will get people there. People will love it afterwards because of that, but you need a compelling reason. You need to solve a problem. What is that? It's kind of annoying when I like creating random stuff and I just want to see it work, but you've got to really dial into that.
Yeah, I think people are so busy, and we talked about this as well. People are just so busy, and brains are full, and schedules are full, and there are so many challenges. We all have crazy stuff going on in our lives and that we have to deal with. So yeah, you've really got to cut through that to create something that people are really going to respond to and tap into. Yeah.
And the real skill there is like packaging it in a way that really raises that level of urgency and hits that mark. Jade, thank you so much. Had a great day. It was lovely just talking on the streets of Brisbane after our beautiful cafe visit. So much fun.
I'm always happy to hang out with you, Leanne. Thank you.